Battle control initialized.
Hello there, comrades and cannon fodder. I've got a game here, 1v1 on Timian map, and I played this game and recorded commentary live because, like I say, I'm out of practice lately, so to play my games and show how I'm doing, I jump into a game and take anyone who joins in and record live. And I enjoyed this game. It's well worth a watch, entertaining, but the recording was messed up, so my commentary and the desktop audio was just messed up. So I'm gonna have to go through this, you know, after the fact, without it being live, you know, which is a shame, but it'll allow me to concentrate on more of the detail and stuff. I've just sped this up to 200% for the early phase. I'll disable the shroud. There's an opponent, a scout for my opponent, and he's done well. He's trying to capture my engineer as he heads this way, which is a perfect example of why you need to escort your engineers properly. Yeah, I'm using a guy here and these three guys. That's what I escort him with. But there was a considerable firefight kicked off just for 3 men to handle. Excuse me. So yeah, there we go. I've lost all 3 of them. There we go. Right. He's capturing his. I'm capturing mine. So he divided his force, and it kept me busy, you know. So we're both equal in oil derricks. Let's just look, see who lost the most infantry. I killed 8. He killed 4, but we're even. It's no big deal at this point. It's, you know, what's a few infantry? It's more what you do with them than what you have at any point in the game. Right, I'm sending my engineer to safety, get him out of here. My opponent, he's gone to refineries and a war factory. Let's have a look at what he's producing. Yeah, same. I've got 2 refineries and a war factory, although he's spread his out. I think it's just better to focus your refineries on the large patch at the start, and then build your 3rd refinery on the extra patch here. But another point I checked recently is about repairs, and what you need to remember is when your structures are damaged, and say for example they're damaged most of the way, they can be repaired by the repair function, the repair spanner key, or you can send an engineer in there, one or the other. So if you use the repair, say I checked in a construction yard, it's not much, it's about 195, 200 credits, roughly, to repair it all the way. But to fix it with an engineer is 400. So you want to use the standard repair function unless it's unless you don't have the luxury of waiting, because it takes a good while to repair a construction yard all the way with the repair function, whereas an engineer will do it instantly, but it'll cost you about double. But a barracks, it'll cost you not very much to repair, 100 roughly. I can check the scores, the exact cost, because I wrote it down. But a barracks, you wouldn't want to use an engineer to fix a barracks, because it's not worth it, you know, it'll fix it instantly. Now, if there's a situation where you need to instantly fix a barracks to save something else, then fair enough. But, you know, that's going to be a rare situation. But as a rule, it's better to repair with the repair function, because it's cheaper. So don't use an engineer for repairs unless you just don't have the time to wait. You need to fix your MCV back up before it's destroyed, or before you move it out or something. But using engineers is more expensive for your repairs, just to clear that one up, because I've heard otherwise on other channels. But yeah, your repair is, you know, it costs about 195 to fix an entire conyard with the repair function, but an engineer's 400. He's taking this out. I should have made a better effort of defending it, because I had the view range benefit. Now I don't. I've got a view range deficit because of his light tank. Don't move through barrels either. I've got my first proper expansion set up. So's my opponent. He's gone towards the middle. I'd always recommend going this way to this patch first as your first expansion. It's massive and you can focus resources to defend it. So you can send your units being built up this way to protect it, and that means then you've only got this way to defend. You could say the same of this, but that's a far larger patch. You'll get far more from it and it'll last you a lot longer. Plus there's 2 mines, so it'll regrow quicker. Yeah, he's defending his assets well. He's got barracks and base defences with that. 7 to 6 ore trucks, so he's not, you know, he's not doing badly with economy. But I saw these units heading this way, which is why I think I sent my primary production here to start defending this area. So if you see units heading off that way, I didn't know they came back, but, you know, just careful. We've got about an even army value, and he caught me. He obviously knew I was here. I should have spread out better. Still about even, but he's slightly ahead now, so he did get the better of that engagement because I was ahead before it slightly. Now we're even again, almost. No, I'm slightly ahead now. So yeah, he's got problems if I can recover like that. Now I've got another attack here while he's got no units in place. There we go, look. Flamethrowers are essential for base assault and for defence. They're just an excellent unit. You can train a few flamethrower troops and distribute them through your army because they're excellent for defence and attack. When they're in defence and stood, not moving, and the enemy are moving into them, flamethrowers, they suppress the enemy, and when the enemy infantry are suppressed, they fire less and they move slower. So flamethrowers' suppression ability is excellent, very useful. But, you know, his army value is still contending with mine. You know, we're close, 7 to 4.5, so this was far from decided. I could have messed it up at this point. You know, fighting, going in and out of his bases, fighting between structures and things. You know, I wasn't doing brilliant. You can still tell I'm out of practice. I wasn't doing brilliantly, I should say. I am still out of practice. See, flamethrowers are just so powerful. Against structures and infantry, they're excellent. You see, both our army values have dipped right down now, 4 to 3. So he held on well there, but I'm just assuming his assets are non-existent anywhere else. He's concentrated it all here. Now I've got tech assets. Have a look at the economy. Yeah, we're both doing good okay for cash. Close in army value, so yeah, it's all being contended at this point still. I've got my first thief out. He just happened to send units this way, which was a nice move. Now I've got another thief, an engineer, another thief. But it at least told me that he had units moving this way, which is why I sent them back. But when you find an engagement is going like this, and people are focusing assets against each other, and one's repeatedly attacking, it's better just to leave what assets you can at minimum and send the others another route, like this guy's doing. He should have done it more effectively, but he had the right idea, and he did it before me. Send units elsewhere. But I knew once I had V2s, then I had the advantage, because I was pushing him. You know, I was doing better than him in units, and I had to maintain the pressure, and I knew as soon as I had V2s, that's the end for him. See, my thieves are invisible while they're stood still. Yeah, I knew not to bother chasing them. A very weak force. He needs to transfer these ore trucks out of there, up to his other expansion here. Let's see what he did with them. Yeah, he's sent a few attacks. Maybe got an ore truck or two. He's only got one tank that's even, you know, a threat at all. But now I've sent my units this way. Obviously he's aware, but what can he do? 2 grand to 15, 3 grand to 15 now, so he's doomed. I think by dividing his assets like that, what few he had has, you know, broken him. Lots of pillboxes. Ouch, that was nice. Yeah, he's got tech assets of his own now with a radar dome. Let's see if he built anything from it. Yeah, he's still on medium tanks. But I got a couple of thieves in, infiltrations, I'm assuming I've missed that. They went into this bottom refinery down here. He's in low power now. Just a small distraction force. It doesn't matter what happens to this small group down here, they're just to hold him off from bringing any more assets while these do the heavy lifting. Yeah, he's badly off for cash now. Oh, my V2. Caught it. Nicely done. Oh, that lovely. Flamethrowers under rifle fire and then a V2 missile to finish them off. Yep, those build boxes are just lethal, look. You need your tanks up front, but you know, what does it matter by this point? His cash is non-existent, but so's mine, but you know, I've got an army. Nice, barrel helps contribute to the damage there. V2s, they are my favourite unit. Now I'm squeezing the pincers. Yeah, flamethrowers. That's what Mum meant when she said you should always heat your greens. There's another infiltration. He's got no money to take. But this is it, the final push. Oh, there's another artillery piece. He's calling it. Nice, V2 versus artillery. But yeah, there we go, he's called it. There. And that was that. So yeah, I did record this live and commentated it live, so I didn't miss things like the first infiltration with my thieves down here. So if you do get to see that in the corner of the screen, you'll know why I missed it. But yeah, I did. I recorded this game live, and I was very disappointed when I saw that. I think it was the microphone settings or the microphones on its last legs or something. It just ruined. It didn't sound right. But yeah, look at the army graph there. Up and down, a very close struggle, closer than I realised for the first part of the game. There's the earnings. Looks like that earning increase was what did it for me. There's my finishing army. Decent enough. Combat score, fairly close. Well, obviously I've destroyed a lot more because of the structures. Although he did get more kills. Let's have a look. I'm still producing a bit. Economy tab. He ended up with a bit of cash. Earned slightly less and spent slightly less. It's fairly close though. and kills. Yeah, very good. Yeah, it was a good game, that one, a good battle. So it was a shame I didn't get to post it live like I recorded it originally, but as long as I get a decent quality game out for my viewers, that's the main thing. I hope everyone enjoyed the game as much as I enjoyed playing it, as usual. And from me, for now, thank you very much for viewing, and until next time, take care everyone.
Battle control terminated.